Hello and welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Sean and Tracy. I am Sean.
And I'm Tracy.
And we are talking to you all that are 50 and fabulous.
And don't forget handsome.
And we want you to know that we want to get some education happening, some empowerment.
We want to grow with you. We want to learn with you. We want to see what you're doing, 50 and over.
So like, share, comment, follow, subscribe,
grab your
tea. Hey, y'all. It's Tea and Cornbread with Tracy and Sean. How are you, Tracy?
I'm well, my friend. How are you?
Good. I'm getting over whatever this was. This cold.
Yes.
Whatever it was. But I'm good. I'm grateful.
Same here.
How about yourself?
Same here.
All right. So how was your week?
I was in the house sick. I think it hit both of us at the same time. So we're just coming out of it, and here we go. Rhonda, we're good though. We're past whatever it was.
Don't even worry about it. That was me 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something's going around.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Do you believe it's December?
December 3rd already. Here we go.
All right. So I'm going to read the devotional, and it says, "Do not be surprised by the fiery attacks on your mind. When you struggle to find me and to live in my peace, don't let discouragement set in. You are engaged in a massive warfare, spiritually speaking. The evil one abhors your closeness to me, and his demonic underlings are determined to destroy our intimacy. When you find yourself in the thick of battle, call upon my name. Jesus, help me. At that instant, the battle becomes mine. Your role is simply to trust me as I fight for you. My name, properly used, has unlimited power to bless and protect. At the end of time, every knee will bow in heaven, on earth, and under the earth. When my name is proclaimed, people who have used Jesus as a shoddy swear word will fall in terror on that awesome day. But all those who have drawn me near through trustingly uttering my name will be filled with inexpressive and glorious joy. This is your great hope as you await my return." That's from Ephesians 6:12, 1 Samuel 17:47, Philippians 2:9-10, and 1 Peter 1:8-9.
Okay.
If he don't say it, he's like, listen, let go, let God, right?
Yes, he's the most important thing. Got to put him first, no matter what.
Absolutely. So I'm excited. Yes. I'm excited about our guest today. Let me tell you, me and Rhonda go way back. I know she go way back with you too, but we go way back.
Yes.
And I'm so amazed at what you do, how you do it, and how free. You remind me of a free spirit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
great.
Great.
Yeah. You have a free spirit, and so your energy is always electric every time I'm around you.
You know, I just try to be like, I don't go about my day purposely trying to be this positive person, because we all have our days and our moments.
Right.
But I just.
Well, why not?
Just
live.
It's
just be.
You know, it's
just
me. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is amazing. And so it's like, I was thinking about how far back do we go?
Oh, wow. Well, you know, the furthest I can go back is downtown. I don't know if that's considered North Main or West Main, but when Gloria's was downtown.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. So
that's some years.
It's some years,
that's
yes.
a lot of years.
So Gloria didn't have a salon. She worked in the salon.
In the salon.
Yep, and it was called, oh man, because that was the first salon I worked at, and that's how I met Gloria. And I've been under her ever since.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I started off getting my hair done by Gloria.
Okay.
And then,
yep.
you know.
Yeah.
The young
transition.
Yeah, the young transition happened.
I was like, I started thinking, I said, we got to go back as far as high school, but we didn't go to high school together.
We
but
did not.
but we only 18 at that time,
Right.
16, well,
Right.
17, 18.
We were
You know what I
young.
mean?
We were
Yeah.
young.
Yeah, I thought about that. I said,
Long
we go
time.
back a long time.
Been through a lot of things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you.
You know, this is Tea and Cornbread, and we talk about, you know, being 50 and fabulous. And so that's why I say to always that, you know, you are electric at 56.
At 56.
Yes.
What is going on?
Look, high five. Yes.
Look, this is what it looks like.
Absolutely.
But I ain't gonna tell y'all what it feel like. But this
We
what it
know.
look like.
I'm older than you, so I know.
Okay. I'm the baby.
Whatever. Here she go.
Really?
Here she go.
I'll be 56 in 2 months, February.
And you say you know what? You
I'm
don't
the
get to use.
baby.
You don't get to use that baby word. No.
She will though.
I do it
all
all
the
the time.
No.
She been
All
doing
the
that for
time.
years.
No. I got you
Yep.
by like 4 months. No baby.
Yeah, all the time. So we brought you on because you are part of the Ungroup,
Yes.
and so tell us what the Ungroup is and you guys been doing like great things for the past 10 years. This year is your 10th anniversary.
10th anniversary. Okay, so the UnGroup Society started in 2013, but I did not come aboard until 2014.
Okay.
You know, it's traditionally been an untraditional group.
Okay.
So it's a group where you can come in with an idea, and if it fits,
execute it.
we'll try to execute it. We'll
Okay.
give all the assistance we can, whether that be go out and get, you know, grants to execute your idea or go to the public or whatever. We try to give life to every idea that comes in. And people can come in to the group. Well, that's how it's been. They've been able to come into the group and not be bound to it.
Okay.
So you can
okay.
come in, and if this works for you, then you're going to help us here. Then maybe the next thing, you know, is not for you. And so maybe that's somebody else's time. But that's traditionally what it's been. We may be moving away from that because we are getting bigger. And we need more consistency.
Yeah, more
we
commitment.
need more committed people to come in and just be there.
Like,
Yeah, we need more committed people to just come in and be there. So, because I did not come in on year one, I will just say what I believe I know is that it started with Warren and I believe James Gatling and maybe Rodney, not Mason, or maybe Mason, but there's another Rodney, and my mind is blank right now. But it started off where they just wanted to do something, you know, like I think musically in the
Okay.
park, because I believe
Okay.
their very first event was at the library park, but it evolved pretty quickly. When I came in 2014, I came in with an idea of a clothing drive that literally, but it literally came because I was cleaning out my closet.
okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I'm cleaning up my closet and I'm folding stuff because I'm about to donate it. And then I was like, well, let me reach out to Warren to see what he thinks about this idea of having a clothing drive. So I reached out to him and he was all for it. And of course, because Facebook
Yeah.
is the GOAT,
Yeah.
I went right to Facebook and I asked everybody, go in your closets, get rid of all that stuff you don't wear, bring it to me, and we will have our clothing drive. And our clothing drive was birthed from there.
Okay.
And we did that for, I want to say 2 years. And only 2 years because we realized there were a lot of clothing drives going on. And sometimes they clash. The dates clash.
Overlaps
Right.
with each
So you
other,
had
yeah.
3 people doing a clothing drive on the
Right.
same day. So we kind of moved away from the clothing drives. And then again, I'm, laying in bed and I'm looking at the news, and all of a sudden I see up in Hartford, they're having this prom gown giveaway.
Yes.
And I'm like,
We need that here.
and we can do that here.
Yes.
And again, I'm like, Warren, I have this idea.
Yeah.
And so that now has been going on for quite some years. We were down 2 years because of COVID.
Yeah.
But that's one of our biggest things. And it's oh my God, that is the thing. That's my baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've been going strong with it. We've helped a lot of girls. And I have a group of women who are
Just
all
come
on
in.
this every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, I see that.
They
Yep.
wait for it, and I
Yep.
love it, and I love them for it.
Yeah.
So, and then in throughout all of that, we also have our financial literacy classes. We have our Afro Latinx classes.
Wait, hold on. Go slow.
Yeah.
So your financial literacy class. First, let's go back to the prom thing because I want people to not just hear the title.
Just hear the
You know what I
title,
mean?
yeah.
So explain what the prom thing is, because you guys have been collecting dresses and you got other organizations involved, and I only know this because of Facebook, and I read, right, the GOAT, right, and so just tell more about that, and so that we could set you up for this
absolutely.
year coming, and give us the pros and cons, give us what more do you need, from people, and what the girls like, how they benefit from it, and or the students, I'll say students, how they benefit from it in the schools and things like that. So yeah, give us more about that.
So yeah, so
sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, with the prom gown giveaway, so we'll actually be starting to collect in January.
Oh, okay.
Didn't even realize you started so early.
Right,
Good
yeah.
thing. Good to know.
So what we do is that we go to the public, and we also go to dress shops,
Okay.
right? And we've been fortunate where we've gotten new donations from dress shops and also from our public. People go out and actually buy stuff.
Nice.
And we get gently used things. So what we do, once we run our collection for like 3 months. So we'll start in January. It's actually, if I'm honest, people have been collecting already.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
they'll call me and I'll say, well, please hold it.
Oh.
I'm
'Cause I
sitting here
used to-
thinking in my head right now too.
No, I used to collect and keep them in my basement.
Basement.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Now
But
it's too
that got
much.
to be too much. So so we put out the call, and we have people who go around and collect these gowns for us, and we store them. And then we go out to the schools through I'll call the schools, or Warren will get a telephone number, and we let them know what's going on, when it's happening and whatnot. These young ladies get to come in and pick any gown they want.
And shop.
There's no fee. People donate shoes, jewelry.
Nice.
They donate gift cards for hair and nails. They do everything. We partnered with Acts 4 at one time.
Oh, yep,
and they
yep.
were a great host.
Yeah.
Sarah Carabetta, she was great.
Because they do something similar with the clothes and shopping,
do
like
the-
a beauty
yeah.
day. I think because I participated a couple
Yeah.
times in their beauty day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were a great partner. We haven't partnered with them since COVID, but they were a great help for a few years. We also partner with Joyce Reed. She partners with us. So they come in and we try to make it as free,
Fun and free,
and as
yeah. All about them.
judgment free.
Yeah.
And we
Right,
try to
right.
tell people to bring your daughters. Nobody's judging. This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
And it's
Come.
not. It doesn't mean you're homeless. It
doesn't
doesn't mean
mean you
that you
can't
don't have
afford
it or
it.
you can't
Listen.
afford
It
it.
just means
This-
that you have
save some money.
I was going
right?
to say that. You're going to wear that
Yeah.
dress one time.
And you
Exactly.
have
One
kids.
time.
You have kids going to college.
Right.
That money can be used
For
for
something
books,
else.
Something else.
Exactly.
Save your money.
It's
It's
not
nothing
saying
wrong.
that you can't
Are
do
less
that.
Right.
fortunate. You don't have, like you said.
But for the people who actually are,
Right.
what a burden to be lifted,
Absolutely.
right? Into
Yes.
to help women, these young women go to prom. Otherwise, they may not have been able
Exactly.
to, because
Yes.
you have to remember, when we went to prom, tickets were expensive enough for us back then.
Right,
right.
Now they're like $100
Or
per
more.
person, not
Right.
even for a couple. So
And then don't even talk about the dress, because
Yes.
I did a young lady this year, and her dress was almost $300, and her mother was like, "No."
Yeah.
You know?
And then some, depending on how
Right.
extravagant
And that's
you
just
want
the
it.
dress.
Exactly. And that's just the dress.
the
Yep.
dress.
So they get to come in and they get to pick a gown and their whole. Some of them leave with entire outfits.
Nice.
Some are willing to talk about it a little bit, although they're not forced to. They're not required to. But that usually happens around somewhere in April because proms start in early May. So we try to get them at least a month's time so that if they don't find something, they still have time to go look
for something.
So, so if I'm not mistaken, we're like in 8 years, about 8 years of doing the prom gown giveaway. And like I said, it's just exciting. You know, it's exciting to do, and we've recently partnered with Margaret down at the rec, and I'm hoping that we'll do that again this year because she was so accommodating. It ran so smoothly because of her partnership. It was great. And like I said, our ladies, our fairy prom mothers is what we call them. They're awesome. But like I said, I think people who give, like, I mean, it's just,
it's
can't
a good
even
feeling.
explain
They
it.
do
Like,
it because
you
they
should
want to.
see them when they come in and what they drop. One time I was like, lock that door.
Really? Because it was too much?
Because they were bringing him in on the day of.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I so appreciate this.
But we can't organize this right now.
We're trying to organize now. But you know what? And you don't want to turn them away because it could be that one gown,
for somebody.
that one person is going to be looking for. But and I'm going to be bugging people now. There was listen, I'm not going to mention no names, but there was a party last night.
Okay.
And I saw people with some beautiful
gowns, right? That they probably won't wear again. This party happens every year, so they're not going to wear it next year.
Y'all know who y'all are.
Well, talk a little bit more about the Ungroup in itself. You keep talking about your ladies, your fairy god ladies. What incorporates the Ungroup? You talked about yourself. You talked about Warren. Who else is in that
right
group?
Right now we have on our core members are myself, Warren, Nadine Leach, and Michelle Strader. Michelle Strader is not from Waterbury. Okay. She's from, I'm not even going to say and get it wrong.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Those are our core members at this moment. Anyone else right now that comes in are volunteers except for the instructors that come in to teach our classes. And we operate on grants. Warren and Michelle have been great at going out and getting grants. Of course, it's been Warren for a long time. Michelle just recently came on. But they've been really great at going out and getting the money that we need. And then for other things that we need, the public has been pretty good in donating. And they donate like whatever we need. They don't, whether it's monetary or anything else, they do donate. But the Ungroup is just trying to make sure that the youth have enough to do that sets them on the path of success. Right? You give them all the
village.
Listen, and it's a village. And our instructors have been great. And they're engaging, and the kids love them. You wouldn't think that kids love financial literacy as much as they do, but they do.
Right.
Well, that's because, we think that because we're not taught that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when somebody takes the time to really explain to them what money's about and, how do you, because the system is not made for
Schools
us.
Schools don't do it either. Yeah.
It's not made for us it's not made for children. If you even think about when we were young, we learned our money things from home, not from school. But it's not, the system's not made for them to succeed in that. And so that when they get out of school or when they start even applying for college, they're money savvy to understand, yes, I want to go to Harvard, but let's see what it's going to take to go to Harvard.
Yeah, I don't understand, Sean. I don't understand why there aren't those classes in school.
Right.
I mean, you're because teaching
it's not
so
made
many other
for
things.
them to succeed. School is really to program you to do what they want you to do.
I guess so. It's awful, though, because you can teach all of these other things that
You're
don't
not gonna
matter.
even
You're not
use.
going to
That
take
don't
with you
matter.
anywhere. But
Right.
this is important.
Right.
And
But
so we're
this is-
happy to do it.
Right. I was gonna say, but this is why you all have like took the bullhorn to do that financial literacy program. So talk a little bit about that. And is it ongoing? Is it open to all kids, or is it an age age limit? And how long is and how do people sign up?
It has been ongoing, and we typically do it twice a year, and they're 8-week sessions.
Okay.
So we typically do it twice a year, and the age, if I am correct, is from either 12 or 13 to 18.
Okay. Middle school
right.
to high school.
Right.
Okay.
And we have an instructor, Nisiki Reed, and his wife. They have been our financial literacy instructors since the beginning of the very first session. So, and we you know what? It should be more popular than it is.
Okay.
Our classes should be more full than they are. I believe this last one that was done down at the rec, there was like 30 students, I think, somewhere around there. That was the biggest class. But it should be bigger because it's free.
It's free.
Right.
It's free. You don't have
And it's
to pay.
necessary
Right.
for those parents out there.
People pay for this.
Yeah. So
How do you get, not to interrupt you, but how do you get it out? I know you talk about Facebook, but
It is
I'm not a
really- I
Facebook
know.
person, so how
I
do you get
know.
it? Maybe that's part of the problem too, that the word is not getting to.
And we're working on that.
Okay.
We're
But
working
But this is why
on
you're
that.
on Tea and Cornbread.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I appreciate it
Yes.
too. But we're working on our reach because it has been mostly Facebook and sharing in our Facebook Ungroup page. But now we have the UnGroupSociety.org.
Okay.
Okay.
And so we do direct people there to find anything, any information on what we're doing, our new classes, our whatever we're doing. And we also have the Ungroup Society at gmail.com. So people can reach out to us to find out what we're doing, but we're trying to drive traffic
Right.
to,
Right.
to,
To the-
the
to the
.org.
And that may
website.
be
Okay.
part of the problem. Not so much that people don't want to participate, but we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
Because I didn't
You
even
may be
know
right.
about it until right now.
Yeah, I
So
did. Yeah.
hopefully, like Sean said, word of mouth, you sitting here discussing it with
Yeah.
us and somebody coming across it, because it sounds like an awesome program.
It is an
Absolutely.
awesome and we give kids stipends for finishing.
Okay. Nice.
We
nice.
give them
Nice.
anywhere
Incentives.
from $100 to $200 at the end of the program.
And you walk away with knowledge.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
walk away with knowledge.
And you know what? Of course he strives. He takes he sees where kids are at the beginning, and then he sees how far they've come at the end. And as long as a student completes the class and takes the final, they're gonna get a stipend. And there's no you failed,
Right,
because
right.
even if your knowledge improved 5%, you've
Improved.
learned something,
Yes.
and you finished the class.
Right.
And some of them have even come back for
I
a
was
second time.
I was getting
Nice.
ready to say, is it because you said it's ongoing, you do it twice a year. So for those students that have taken it the first time, when they take it a second time, is it the same curriculum, or
it
do
had
they?
been.
Okay, so now
It
they're
has
kind of
been,
like
so we've been
increasing?
right. I believe that Nisiki is teaching a different curriculum now, like, because we have been talking about that. So for the students who took this one, like
What's
you
the
said,
next step?
we need another one
Right.
to say this.
To
Okay,
keep
we're
it
going
going.
exactly
Right, yeah.
until they age out of
Right,
the
right,
program.
right.
So they're working on that. They're
And that's
definitely
nice that they
working on
want to
that.
come back. That shows that they're
And
interested.
they do. They're interested, and it actually credits the instructor,
Definitely.
because I've seen it, and I don't know if when I was a teenager I
age?
would have been sitting there all into this.
Yes,
but
we
they
would have.
are-
I was going to say,
No.
would have
Our
made
parents
us.
made
I think
sure
they
that we
Yeah,
did.
but you know what? Our
Yeah.
parents can make us go.
But no.
And we can also sit there, mad, don't want to be there. But these kids,
they're
actually
amazing.
into it.
Yeah.
They're actually into it.
And I think it does speak a lot for them to even want the ones that you said you got about 30 students or whatever that are interested to stop doing whatever they're doing with their friends, their family,
they could be
and
doing
take that
things,
time
right?
out. Yeah,
Yeah, and we tried because we used to do it on Saturday mornings. And I'll be honest with you, I used to feel bad for them in the summer too. I used to be like,
but think about
they gotta have some kind of discipline,
I know, but I used to feel
Yeah.
bad though. I used
But
to be
think
like,
about us when we Saturdays mornings, we had to get up and clean and do whatever
Listen.
on Saturdays. We wasn't sitting
Trust
home
me.
watching cartoons for a minute
Trust
and we
me,
got up and
I'm the
depending on
only
our
one.
age.
I'm the only one who feels that way in the group.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe
I'm
it.
telling you, I'm the only one who felt that way. Everybody else is
Because I kind of
like y'all.
go back to
get
where,
up.
listen, we had to get up. I don't know
Yeah.
about sleeping in or
Listen.
I don't want to get up this morning. That's
We
none
had
of
to
that.
clean before Soul Train.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I'm
because if
saying.
you want to watch Soul Train, you had to get your
You had to
chores
get
done.
up.
I used to be like, but it's the summer. And,
No,
and it's
what would they be
and it's 8
doing?
o'clock in the morning. Like, let these
No.
kids
But that's why
sleep.
it's early.
Right.
Because it's 8
They have
o'clock
the
in the
day.
morning. Then they have the rest of the day
They
to
have the rest of
themselves.
their
It's
day.
true.
They don't need to be sleeping.
It's
They'll
true.
sleep when they're over
Yeah.
50 after
It's
they
true.
work.
She
all
said
their
over
life.
50.
They'll
They
sleep
gotta wait
then.
till they're over
They-
50
yeah,
to sleep.
yeah.
In. You know
They'll
what?
sleep then. We ain't got time for sleep.
I don't know if I agree with
Wait a
Sean on
minute,
that
wait a
one,
minute.
but
She might be right because I'm just getting into the habit of
Right?
not getting out of my bed
Exactly,
until
when you
9
don't have
o'clock or
to.
later. That's it.
well, something wrong with me because I still get up in the wee
No,
hours.
I wake up, but on Saturdays and Sundays I will not
At
get
your-
out of my
at your
bed
leisure.
though.
Yeah.
I don't
Before
have
9
that.
o'clock.
I don't have that luxury
Yeah.
yet.
Yep, y'all
I
got
wanna-
me out.
I gotta try to. Oh, see, she's
I'm just
like,
saying.
listen, just letting you
I'm
know.
just saying.
Hey,
Okay, so wait, let's bring it back. So the other two programs that you were about to mention, talk about them one at a time
Yeah.
and give us a little bit about it.
So the Afro Latinx class, that started around the same time as the financial literacy. And
wait, I have a question that I'm not being funny.
Go ahead.
What does that mean?
Afro Lat. Listen, I had to look that up myself. So look,
That's all right. No question's a stupid
no.
question.
And I'm gonna look it up again because once I looked up what the X meant, I was like, why is that there though? Like,
like,
why is the X there?
Look, Sean and Rhonda is into this, but I got a question. I'm not
Listen,
sure.
because of course we know the Afro,
Right.
right, and we know what Latin, but the Latinx, it just
Didn't
okay,
make sense.
Listen, okay, Latinx. First of all, is it Latinx
Or is it Latinx? Right.
I don't know.
We need clarity, people. We need clarity.
Okay, let's see.
Please, somebody check out for us. We need clarity.
So it says a person of Latin American origin or descent used as a gender neutral or non-binary alternative to Latino or Latina. That's all I can tell you about that.
Okay, because Latino means man, Latina means
Right,
woman.
so
So,
it's-
instead of it being gender, right? So it's gender neutral.
But I still don't understand why it's not just Latin. Afro Latin?
We can't do this. We
Okay.
can't do this right now.
Okay.
Look, that's another
All
conversation.
right.
Yes,
so
well,
I'm
we
only,
can't do
okay.
that.
So let's
Thank
go.
you,
Gonna
Rhonda.
ruffle some feathers.
Thank you.
But listen,
Because I'm not gonna say I
y'all have to-
I didn't hear of it. I
Right,
just
didn't know
wasn't
what it
clear.
meant.
I
Right.
had to look it up
Yeah.
myself.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Because listen, we are over 50, so we come from old school. So
y'all be
this
changing
new
stuff on us.
Be
Yeah.
adding whatever.
Exactly.
Right? Okay,
exactly.
but let's not
but
go there.
anyway, okay, so
Okay, so Latinx,
So-
Afro Latinx, right?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So we have this instructor. Well, she's been the instructor, except for a couple of times she couldn't do it, so we had to have other people come in. But her name is Kelly K. Hope, and she's a teacher, a professor at a New Haven area, and she's great too. Kids love her. So it's just what it is. She teaches our students about their culture, their history, all the wonderful things that we've done that nobody
tells us.
right? All of that. She does all of that.
Oh.
And I'm not going to say that it's just African American and Latin kids and the students.
No,
Yeah,
it's everybody.
in the class.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have
Right.
everybody in the class. Anybody's
Right.
welcome. But they get to learn about us
Right.
and what we do and what we contribute to society and what we've always contributed to
Contributed to this
society that you
world,
didn't
yes.
know about.
Yes.
It's just all encompassing. It's a great program.
Don't go there, you.
I'm not. You see it.
I see her face.
Yes.
I see her mouth.
Yes.
Rhonda, continue.
Yes. I was about to go somewhere, but I won't.
We are talking about the Ungroup this morning
Yes,
and all
I
the
was
wonderful
about to
things
go
that they
there.
do.
Right.
Yes.
So that program also runs. We try to run that. Everything we do, we try to run twice a year.
Okay.
And for 8 weeks.
Same thing,
For 8
weeks.
weeks. Okay.
So what
in the
time
same
frame are
age
those?
group?
Yeah.
Is it the same age group or that?
It's the same age group,
Okay.
yes. And the courses or classes are usually run by like 5 to 7. It's usually 2 hours. So it could be start anywhere between 5 and 6 and anywhere between 7 and 8.
Okay.
Usually, I want to say Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what it's been. But of course, those things could change.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's been running as long as the financial literacy classes have been. Those are our staple courses.
Wow.
That's where it all started.
Wow.
Did you, and maybe I missed it, did you say where these courses are taught? Did you say where you
we
have
first
these classes?
started off at the WOW Center.
Okay.
That's where we were in the beginning, but now we're at OIC.
Okay.
On Bishop Street.
On Bishop.
We're
Okay.
at OIC, yeah.
And so there's another program you were going to mention too.
So, and then we had an art class.
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah, and that was pretty popular.
Yeah?
That was a pretty popular class. And we had an instructor come in. Her name is Kim, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember her last name right now. But yeah, she came in and she taught kids how the basics of art, the colors, and how to use colors and abstract this and abstract that. And I used to draw in high school. I used to be that person thinking I was going into fashion merchandising, but don't ask me
You
anything
did go
about
into
it today.
fashion merchandising
I
in your
kinda
own
sorta
way.
Did,
What?
didn't I?
What?
did.
High five.
It took me 35 years.
You get
but I
there. You got there though. It's never too late, as long as you're alive.
But yeah, that's pretty popular class too. I think we're going to be looking for a new instructor for the next round. But yeah, again, it was that one. I think went 6 weeks. I'm not 100% sure. And we've actually with that one we've had the students be able to display their things down at the Mattatuck Museum.
Nice.
Yeah, we've had
That makes them legit,
Exactly.
right? That makes
Right.
them feel
Right.
legit. No,
Right.
not makes them legit. Makes them feel legit.
Yeah,
Right.
so we've
Yep.
had a 1 or 2 showings there. We had, our graduation where we had our showings next door at So Blue Neek.
Nice.
They've been gracious enough to let us use their space. Yeah, so that's number 3. We just started a new program,
Okay.
poetry.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That one just finished up in November.
Really?
Yes, and I was surprised, it seemed that we started off with a number of kids signing up, but for some reason, there was no follow through on quite a few of them. So we're
Okay.
hoping that program is going to pick up
Yeah.
for the next time. Because, we're trying to get kids.
To
We're
be
trying
artistic,
and we're
to,
trying
like,
to do
express
things right
themselves,
that
yeah.
they say they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
want to do this. We're trying to put it out there for you, like you said, artistic
Yes.
expression, and keep you
Busy.
busy.
Right.
And
Keep your
sometimes
mind
people
busy.
get uncomfortable with not, even though I say I want it, I got to find my groove.
Yeah.
So you said you got people, that, young participants, and then they fell off, but they'll come back.
Yeah, I
If
hope
it's what they
so.
want, they'll
I
come
hope
back.
so.
And when you're talking to the kids that are in the other programs, if it's not the same, it's like, invite your friend. Or, do you have any
Exactly what
friends
we
that
do.
like to write? You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And then
Exactly.
then it takes that other person to make sure that they, like you said, the follow up with making sure that the kids that signed up
Exactly. So
understand
if
that,
you make
yeah.
it exciting and engaging, then
Yeah.
kids are gonna say
right.
to another friend,
Right.
"You should come."
Yeah.
You should
We
come.
have a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
like to draw, you like poetry, come check this
Right.
out.
Right,
Right.
and we don't keep you and not feed you.
Right,
Like
right.
all of our classes,
Yeah.
we have food for them.
Mm-hmm.
Every class, so parents don't have to worry about my kids are there. It's late, and
Right.
we're
Now I got to go
we're-
find them something to eat.
Right, we're
Yeah.
feeding them.
And this
you
is what I
know?
love about your program. We constantly say there's nothing for the children to do.
Yeah.
Your children are in the streets. We
Yeah.
always hear the negative, and this is such a positive
Yeah.
that people need to pay attention.
Absolutely.
You know?
And we even went a little bit further this time. We offered the art class to adults. Did you guys know about that?
No.
didn't.
This is why
But
we're here.
Yeah.
You offered it on Facebook.
And kids.
Look,
That's what I'm sorry.
I'm bad.
I'm sorry, Tracy.
Listen,
that you
no.
are-
It's not you. It's me. And I need
Yeah.
to get more into Facebook. I do.
But that's okay.
Because there is a lot of information out there. So
Right.
I'm going to do better.
But like
We
I
all
said,
are.
now,
Now we know.
UnGroupSociety.org. If
It will
you
have
ever
all
want to
that.
see what are they doing right now, let me see what they're up to right now.
Right.
Just go there because it does get updated with the new things that we're doing.
Okay.
And
does.
also, too, we want to make sure that you're in, because we did the community calendar event.
Yes.
So we'll make
Yes.
sure that your
Yes.
information, you said the UnGroupSociety.org,
Yeah,
right?
and
okay.
you know what? I don't know what's wrong with me because I know these things are going to be happening.
It's the
But
same
But
here.
then when it happens, I'm like, oh, that's today?
Yeah.
Right. But it's okay.
But you got a lot of stuff going on,
A
too.
lot.
We'll
but,
take that.
But let
You
me
have a
tell
lot
you,
on your
there's some
calendar.
young ladies that's taking the bullhorn on this, so that there's going to be a community calendar that everyone's going to be able to put their stuff on there and see what's there, and then we're hopefully, I don't know which way they're going to do it, but
Right.
hopefully it's going to be managed enough where, like you said, everybody was doing a
Probably on Facebook.
clothes drive, right? But on the same day at the same time,
That's
and da-da-da. But those 5 organizations that's doing the clothes drive, maybe all 5 of them can come together and do
Right.
the clothes drive
Right.
together, or you collecting coats, another one collecting
Right.
this, and another, but on the same day together. That's the idea that we have, to bring everyone together, and be able to support each other in a way
Yeah.
that is really impactful, not just to the community, but even for the organizations, because we didn't know that a lot of stuff that you mentioned, and I'm on Facebook, but I don't always see it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Right.
don't
And
always
that's
see it.
true. And that's true.
And let me tell you, I really want to stop doing this. You know what I mean? Because to me, I feel like, it's a waste of time to a
Yeah.
certain extent.
Yeah.
But
It can be distracting.
it is
too.
distracting.
Yeah, it can be distracting.
And at the same time,
Says the queen of Facebook. Just so-
right. But listen, I aim to be a little bit more like you, with at least posting, if not, just looking. But anyway,
Right, because if I post a bunch of nonsense, right?
right.
When I start posting something with substance, people are
Will
going to
pay
see it,
attention.
right? So they're
Right,
going to be
right.
looking for what's
Right.
Rhonda
What's
about to
Rhonda
say
doing
now?
But you're
now?
not posting nonsense.
Girl,
You know what I'm saying?
don't
When they
stroke
talk
my
about
ego
when
because
listen, the gurus out there say you got to have a little bit of everything. People want to know who you are. They just don't want to know your business.
Right,
They just
right.
don't, and and I'm trying to get out of that, because
Right.
you know me. You see
I
me,
have fun
yeah,
with
but
it. I have fun with it.
So, but this is the purpose of that community calendar that we're trying to really come together and do this for 2024.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
We had about 30 people that showed up.
I saw. Listen,
Yeah.
I saw the
You
pictures
saw it.
on Facebook.
It's
I
okay,
absolutely did.
right? But it's not too late to be a part of it. It's for everyone. Anybody that has a calendar, annual things, because all the things you talked about are things that are continuously going
Right,
on, so
right.
they're annual.
Right.
But that's what I want. I want, that's what we want, not me. That's what we want, is to gather everyone's information in some way, shape, or form. So if you all have a calendar or want to be part of it, go email us at 50thepodcast@gmail.com. Your name, your organization, all of that. Doesn't matter who you are. This is about the community. It's not just about one person or one people or whatever. It's about everybody. If you have an organization and you do something for the community that benefits the community, we want your calendar. We want your information.
Listen, when you say it's about community and not one person or one group doing this and one group doing that, that hits because
It feels like it.
it's so divisive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like it.
It's
Yeah.
so divisive.
So I was when we put this together, right? It was myself, Arlanda, and Margaret at the rec, and one person said, I'm getting some negative feedback. I'm getting some da 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 da, and I said, okay. I said, but are they coming? You know what I mean? Because we're gonna get negative feedback regardless. So my whole thing is, those negative nannies stay on the other side of the fence.
Absolutely.
And move out the way.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter to me because I don't concentrate on that.
Right.
I don't. And so I was telling somebody, and I'm trying not to go down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
I was telling someone, I said, yeah, but we're not worried about those that want to be a part of, that want to participate, that want to
make
add
a
value to it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because regardless, people are suffering out there. People, like you all with the kids, I'm sitting here, I'm like busting right now, right? And we don't know what we don't know. And not everybody is on Facebook. So that's another reason why we created this podcast, so that people will get some information that may not normally get it.
Right,
And
another
if you're not a
avenue.
friend of Rhonda's on Facebook, you're not going to see anything that she's a part of.
Right.
And so that's one of the things too. It's like, okay, no, if you all have something that's valuable to our community, and it's going to help families of the community, not just a man or a woman or a child, that's going to help families in the community in some capacity, please reach out to us.
Yes.
Please.
You know?
Please, because we've helped people based on things that we see. There have been times where people don't even come to me or come to Warren. I just see it.
Right.
And I'm like, Warren,
We got to do this.
we got to go.
Yeah,
We
right.
got to see what we can do. We've done that a few times to
Nice.
families, because people are not always going to be comfortable asking for
Right.
help. And
Sometimes they don't know where to
sometimes you
go
gotta-
either.
Yeah, sometimes
Right.
you have
Sometimes they
to
don't
reach
know
out
who
there.
to reach out to.
And what I know now too is, like you said, when you see it and you just do it, right? You just do.
Gotta just
you
do
just
it.
bring it together, right? And it's not about
Recognition.
sticking anybody out. Sticking anybody out, embarrassing anybody, or recognition. Like you said, I was saying this yesterday. I said, a lot of people talk about what they want to do instead of just doing it. I said, my grandmother just did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we are just
Right.
doing it. You guys are just doing it. And so that's what we want. But we want other people to come on
And
out.
so
Don't be afraid.
Speaking to that, like you want other people to come out. Speaking to that with recognition, people get confused, right? Because if we're doing something, right, and we want to inspire others to do that thing or more, you have to talk about it.
Right.
You can't just
Right.
sit
Right.
all the time and do, and nobody knows it's
What
being
you're
done.
doing.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
You have to be able to inspire people to do what you do. And people do get that confused with boasting or
Right. They
bragging
do.
or
Right.
look what
Right.
I've done.
Right.
Yeah.
I need
You-
the camera. I need
Yeah.
to
Glad you're
take a
saying that.
You
picture.
have
Yes.
to. You
Yes.
have to tell people
I'm gonna
what's
tell you-
being done.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest right now. That's the reason why I don't always say, you know what I mean? Because I don't want anyone thinking that of me,
And
right?
and that's valid, right?
Right. And so here I am on TV, right? Or whatever you want to call it.
Be on TV.
Because sometimes I have like my phone. I take pictures of the things I do and they in my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, you have
then I'll
to
say, Rhonda, look.
inspire. Yeah.
Right? and it could be right to be inspiring. And we have these private conversations and not everybody knows that, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So thank you for saying that.
Yeah, because you can do things and not mention a person's name. You
Right.
can
Right.
do things
Right.
Oh, yeah.
without, but we do get permission.
Right,
Right.
right,
We
right.
don't post things
Right.
specific to an individual or a family
Right.
without them saying it's okay to do this.
Right,
We
right.
don't put, when our prom gown giveaway comes around and Warren's got the camera, he asks,
Right.
would you mind?
Right.
And in a disclosure, this will be posted. We don't do it. We have people sign.
Right. I was going to say
we don't do it without your permission, but you do have to let
People
people
know.
know what
Yeah.
you do,
No.
or
Yeah.
nobody
No, I
knows what
totally
you're
agree
doing.
with that. But we
Right.
do know there's people out there
We
that
do.
need that
Absolutely.
film and that kid.
Absolutely.
But I knew about your
Absolutely.
prom thing from the paper, from reading
Yeah.
about it and
Yeah.
seeing it.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets the paper, but
Because
started
I
it
don't.
years ago. But I'm just saying, right? Yeah.
But yeah, so we do it to so that everybody
Get the
knows
word
what's
out,
going on.
promote it,
Yeah.
and let the community know the good things that are going on around the town.
Yeah.
Because if you don't share, people
Yeah,
don't know.
People don't know. know that
They
you're
don't
doing
know.
things, and they
Yes.
think that there's nothing good happening in Waterbury.
Right.
They think that
Exactly.
nobody's doing anything
Exactly.
for the kids or for
Right.
the family and for this. And
This has
there's a
been
lot
great.
going on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, what you're saying, while she's saying that, what I'm looking for is our statistics on the podcast, because I'm so excited about it. And you're like, all right, why won't I just say something about it, right?
Did you find it?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's cut off. It's kind of cut off. But I'm going to say it at the end anyway. But thank you for saying that, because that encourages me.
What was that?
I think it's the heat.
Oh.
That
All right.
Listen.
Take that out, Kyle. Take
Right,
that out.
right. He could take it out or not. This is real. This is a real conversation. But thank you for that, because that does encourage me to be a little bit more outgoing on the platform.
Right.
Because I feel like I've come out of a shell in person. You know what I mean? Like, I've always had kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like what we're doing, and Tracy and I, we're in these streets with tea and cornbread, right?
yeah.
Right. And so,
I'm not taking credit for posting nothing.
yes, you are
or
going to take credit,
sharing.
but
I'm bad on that.
we don't know what we don't know if
Right.
somebody is not going to say what they're doing so that people will know, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so your programs, repeat just the name of your programs again, and the organization, the website, and is there a sign up way to do it? They will see all of that on the website if they need
Yes,
for
they
sign
will
ups
see
and
all
stuff.
that on the UnGroupSociety.org.
I have my phone to put this in my phone. Go ahead, Rhonda.
They'll be able to see everything. So again, UnGroup Society, and we have the financial literacy classes. We have the Afro Latinx or Latinx, however you say it, classes. We have art classes. We have poetry. We are looking now into a music program. And we also did a collaboration with Tracy Porter at Porter's House for social emotional learning.
Ah,
Yeah, first time we did that this year. Now, I can't get deep into that and speak into that because I wasn't necessarily a part of that program, but the UnGroup Society did facilitate we did go for the grant to facilitate that program, and they did get it, and they did run the program. So social emotional learning, I would say, if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's kind of exactly what it says, right?
Okay.
It helps kids who are dealing
Navigate.
with emotional
Yeah.
issues
so
and
important.
don't know how
How
to
to
get
navigate
through
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's so
Right,
important.
don't know how to be in a social setting and deal with their emotions. So that program was brand new this year.
Nice.
So those are the programs that we have. We plan to bring them back. Music program is still in the works. With radio, we have our own studio, believe it or not.
Oh,
and
really?
so we want, down at OIC. So we want to be able to utilize that for kids, coming in and learning the program. So that hopefully will be something that kicks off. And then everybody knows at the end of the summer, the culmination of Sue Fest,
yes.
not
Soul
Soul Fest.
Fest.
Okay.
So what
people.
does Sue mean?
It is Spirit of Unity Festival. It is
say
not
it again.
Soul Fest.
Okay, because we don't know unless
you know
we
how
know.
many times I say it's Sue Fest?
It's Sue.
SOUFEST.
Okay, but it's an acronym.
Yes.
So we need some periods between those
Okay.
S and P and O.
Oh no!
We need some periods.
You don't speak like that.
I know.
You do not listen. You do not write spirit period period unity period. We do not do that. That's not it. But that is every year, end of August. And you guys know we've brought many talents to the city of Waterbury. And
Yes.
let me see. Let's see. We had Phil Perry. We had Allison Williams, Melissa Morgan. Cece Peniston, the Lost Boys. Oh my God! It just goes on and
I
on and
know.
on, and we have our very own Lamone, who's there every year. And we have Dawn Tallman, comedian Fig. I'm so sorry if I missed anybody's name, but it's just been so big and it's gotten so
It
big,
is.
and we don't know who
Come
we're
out
bringing.
and check it out.
Right, we don't know who we're bringing out next year, but we will be in the planning stages in January.
Okay.
So that's every year. The
So
UnGroup Society.
I'm just sitting here
Fest.
smiling. This
Right?
is so awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
There's so much
Yeah.
information, and
Yeah.
I'm just so glad that Sean and I have this platform
Thank
that
you.
we're able to
And-
share
and
this
thank you
information
for
because I'm
inviting
one of
me.
those who didn't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a social media
Yeah.
guru, so I miss out on a lot of
Yeah.
this. So, you know, it's going to make me get a little bit more
Come
social.
on. Yeah, and let me
Yeah.
tell you, we
Yeah.
look for volunteers throughout the year anyway for our programs. Like I said, if you have an idea and you don't know how to get it started,
ideas.
come to us and let us see how we can
We're
help
gonna
you
talk
with
after-
it.
we're gonna talk
Yes,
offline.
Yes, see how we can help. And then for the Sioux Fest is where we really want volunteers because that's so much fun. The planning is fun. Just come and see how you can get involved. You're gonna meet the entertainers,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is one of the best things. You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
meet these entertainers. Listen, that's the best time. It's
Awesome.
like for all the hard work you do all year. Let's have
Yeah,
some fun.
let's have some
Let's
fun.
have some fun.
Nice.
And
Right,
we do.
nice.
So
Okay.
I appreciate you
And
guys
we did
inviting
this
me.
year, too. I was
Good. You
there.
had your chair out there.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
there
I'm saying.
too. I was
We
there
went
too.
back to the library park for our 10-year because we started there.
Okay.
And we ended up at Lakewood while they were remodeling the library park.
Okay.
And Lakewood was beautiful too. You know, Warren and I were like at a tug of war over that. I was
Okay.
like, really, Lakewood? But with our
that's in the hood.
lighting, listen though, let me tell you something though. I was not a fan of it, but we have Nick and Adam from Sound Idea. I believe that's what they are. They do our lighting and sound. And when that stage was set up, and those lights were out there against the backdrop of that water, it was the
Nice.
most beautiful thing. And
Nice.
I'll give it to Warren because he said it, but I was like, really? But
But
I was
sometimes you can't
happy.
see it and somebody else sees that vision. So listen,
Yeah.
it
Right.
worked.
He
I was
saw
about
it
to
worked.
say.
It worked.
But we're
And-
happy to be back
At Lakewood.
downtown for
Oh, yeah.
for our 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I think that's where we'll be from now on because that feels like home. That feels like home. And you know, we have our
But you can
our
still
music
do
at the park.
I was
though,
just about
every
to say,
Sunday.
yeah, you were
we
doing
just
that.
started that.
Yeah, you started that this year. I'm about to loosen up my schedule some to
Yeah.
be a little bit more social because
Listen,
I'm
we
not.
welcome. Come
Yeah,
on in.
yeah.
We welcome it. We welcome.
Yeah.
We had such a great
Because
time.
we'll travel. We'll travel
You-
to do that.
Anywhere.
We'll travel all the way to Baltimore
Yep.
to do that.
Yep.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, we will.
So,
So,
yeah.
but we know we could stay right here at home.
Exactly.
And we tried to
Tea
get
and
people
cornbread
out.
and get out there and interview some people.
And you can.
Yeah.
Yes. We try to get so many people out on our Sunday mornings, music, on Sunday afternoon, music
Okay.
in the park.
Okay, yep.
And
Okay.
it was doing well too. We were doing well. So hopefully Jay Lang ran that program. He
Okay.
got all the DJs every Sunday to
Yeah,
come out. And
he's good.
had people out in their lawn chairs. You had
Yes.
people serving food for free. We didn't ask them to do that.
Right.
They just
Yeah.
came out and they
And
were
just
giving
help.
away the food. So and people were out there vibing and listening to music and some dancing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was the thing to do on Sunday. So
Yeah.
hopefully next year it'll be even bigger. But I appreciate you guys inviting me because I'm gonna tell you, 5 years ago, you could not get me to talk on this. There's no way I would have been here 5 years ago.
But
And I believe
you're
the
on a
UnGroup
mission,
Society
though.
helped me do this.
Yeah, you're on a
Helped me.
mission.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it helped me to
And-
speak.
Yeah, because you just said this marketeer. I'm just telling you, a marketeer now too. You just said you have to put yourself out there,
Listen,
right?
right?
And so
Yeah.
you are a testament
Yeah,
to that. You know,
absolutely.
because I wasn't paying attention 5 years ago or whatever. I don't know. I'm always doing something, but I wasn't paying attention to like social media in that way.
Right, you were.
You know,
Right.
but we always doing something, and
Right.
like you said, we don't have to do it by ourselves.
Definitely
Don't.
not.
You
Everybody, come on, let's do this
Yes.
together. You know,
Yes.
especially for us. Especially for us.
And listen to Rhonda. She said 5 years ago she wouldn't have sat here. We have people that we've invited that say this. Oh, I don't want to be on camera.
I know.
It wasn't bad,
I know.
right?
It wasn't
Not
bad,
at all.
but you know, I've
It's like
gotten
talking to
used
old
it.
girlfriends.
Listen,
Exactly.
because you are.
Right. That makes a difference.
That too.
But like I started off, I said this is like shop talk.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes,
This is like
yes.
shop talk.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, good. I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad
We're so
did.
glad.
And
Yeah.
we'll give you the recording because we'll put it on YouTube. So that's something that you can do on
Right.
put on your
On
website.
our website.
Yes,
yes.
on your website.
Yep.
And when we post it, I'll send you the link to say, you know, hey, and then you can post it on your thing because we have some others, you know what I
Yes.
mean? So it's
Yeah.
not going out right away.
No,
But-
awesome.
Yes.
This way you'll have it and you'll always have it.
Yes.
You know, especially for people that want to say, what do you guys do? Send you the
There
link.
you go.
Look
Listen
at
to
it.
this.
Yeah. Look at the episode or listen to the episode.
Yes.
Oh man. So so the UnGroup Society of Waterbury, Connecticut. I'm so happy. Listen, we got to do our clap.
Thank you.
Yay. All right. Yes. And the crowd goes
Yes.
wild. They have some awesome things going on for the youth, for the adolescents from ages 12 to 18, right?
Yes.
From ages 12 to 18.
They need volunteers.
Yes. I have so many things in my mind right now going on that I want to talk to you offline. Yes.
Come, like Jodeci says, come
talk to me. Yes.
And she sings.
Yes, and she sings. All right. And you're taking donations starting January for the
prom gown giveaway.
Yes. Okay.
All you party goers, give up those gowns, even though you ain't wearing them.
Okay.
Not gonna wear them again.
There you go. New Year's, right? For those that go to New Year's Eve parties, have them dry cleaned after you wear them, and then just pass them on down.
Before we go, let me be totally honest, because Marvix has been a partner of ours too.
Oh my goodness!
And so I've been able to call Marvix, and they would agree to dry clean some of the gowns that come in.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
So you don't even have that excuse.
What about seamstress or anything like that?
We do have Maggie.
Yep, I'm Duarte. Yep, I know Maggie.
And why I couldn't say that, I don't know, because I've known her now forever.
That's okay.
But she also comes through, and she offers her services discounted for the girls. And sometimes she will fix something right there on the spot.
Right. Okay.
So she's been great part of it. So we have some good partners.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking too. I know a couple of people that I could be like, listen, they may need volunteers to do this, to do that, right?
Get involved.
Awesome.
Get involved.
Yes. All right.
Thank
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you.
And when your events are happening, just reach out to us. We'll have you on again to just to say, hey, this is what's going on. Come on out.
Oh yes.
And you're talking about you guys have a station or whatever. So
we have the I believe it's WOIC. That Jay runs that, but it's in the building of
OIC.
But we have an actual studio in there that we were going to be doing some things that haven't exactly jumped off yet, but we're going to start utilizing it, like I said, for kids
to learn.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So thank you.
Welcome.
But listen, I have an announcement. So, did I lose it? Come on, really?
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It is.
I had
you
it
got
queued
it
up.
back.
I had it queued up.
Are you looking at the stats you sent me and Kyle the other day?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Got
Yep, your 50 Now What Tea and Cornbread with Sean and Tracy, our podcast, has grown 754%.
Oh my
listeners,
goodness.
690% streams, and 220% minutes we created.
That's awesome.
In a year,
Thank you,
in
guys.
2023.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
And we have another podcast. The other podcast is called Back to Earth. We have 144% increase in listeners, 292% increase in streams, 75% increase in followers, and not so much in minutes because we
That's
on
okay.
this one.
That's
But
okay.
anyway, but we're growing is the point.
Continue to
We
like,
are-
share, and subscribe.
We are growing, yes. So
Yeah.
continue to like, share, and subscribe. Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Shout out to our producer Kyle
That
Barbosa.
too. Yes, Kyle.
Making sure it happens
all the time.
All righty. Have a good one.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.